clear it out. But yeah, Dropbox or Google Drive.
You can just invite them to our Dropbox, right?
Yeah, you can invite me to you can even make a new folder and just like share with,
Yeah.
or Drive. If you have Drive on your email, like if you use a Google Gmail, and you get 2 free gigs on Drive, and you can just create a Drive link, and then you send me the link, and then I have them, and it'll only be to whoever you send it to.
Right. I have Drive too, so.
You have Drive?
Yeah.
How about I send it to you on Dropbox?
Yeah, and then I can just send it to you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
To everyone who plays Red Dead Redemption. Huh? Get something.
When it comes to me, the year was there, but I could not see. And I don't wonder, as a wayward soul.
What's up, YouTube? This is my Minecraft tutorial. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Huh? A delay.
Somebody, they like brought a guitar and like the bass and like one drum. A little bit of noise real quick. I'm struggling with the audio.
What the fuck's up, guys? We're Auslander from Odessa, Texas. Big shout out to Off-Brand Everything for having us out. We got a couple songs for y'all today. This first one's called Lethal.
You kept me on the temperature, never do it. For you went on as I could see right through it. You just take everything you take, look me in the eye and tell me you still feel the same. The temperature, never do it. For you went on as I could see right through it. Take a look right now. Look at all the things in my life that I've done wrong. Hand it off, I leave my success in my hand. For the first time, you only have one life to live. And our life is right up for the choice is we made. That's what I want to say, my choice now.
Hey guys, once again, thanks for having us out. We're Auslander. We just released an album, All Is Lost, at the end of November. Be sure to check that shit out. All download and streaming services. We got two more for y'all. This next one's called Decomposition. So we've been laying low since our album release. We wanted to hype that up, of course. Thank you to everybody who's checked our album, Owls Lost Out. We have some shows coming up this new year. We've been in the studio recording already for Volume 2. So stay tuned on our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Auslander. You'll find us. But stay tuned, man, and we'll have shows posted in no time. So our last one, guys, this one's called Sincerity. It's actually off of Volume 2 that we're in the process of recording, so here's a little taste of some of that shit. Be sure to hit up Off Brand Everything. All of our Instagram viewers out there, Midland, Texas, Off Brand Everything. Be sure to follow them and all that shit. They got a Facebook.
Never trade your life. I never know what the fuck to do. Just do. Let the fucking die. One thing. What do is to kill me? Everything that we've been through. I never wondered if it was like this. When the world revolves around you into the silence, it's confusion. Everything that we've been through. I never wanted to do what I did. When the world revolves around you into the silence, it's confusion.
Fuck yeah. Sick little gems, man. Thanks again. Off-brand everything. Midland, Texas.
Hey, that was a taste of volume 2, right?
That last one was, yes, sir.
All is lost. Spotify.
Thanks for having us.
Happy New Year.
Hell yeah, good way to start it off.
Yeah, take a break.
What's up? Instagram.
What's up, everybody?
Listen to this podcast.
Hey,
Shout
check
out
it out.
Off brand everything.
Show the homies.
What's up?
Down our Instagram, you're gonna put up.
Man,
Hit us up if you're ever in the area.
that was intense, man. Long
Man,
intense.
that's
Necessary.
Texas 432 area. Hit
Yeah.
I
us up.
like that one.
You
man.
like it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one
Man,
was good.
the trigger though, like rolled up and down, like it get real, start peaking, then it come down like really
Sign it off,
low.
man. That was
Weird.
good.
I don't know.
I need to get a DI
I
for next time.
was messing with it the whole time, just trying to keep it.
Hey,
Like,
shit.
That's all
That's
good.
fun too.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's all good.
Got a jam session.
I know it's just something that I want to fix,
No, I got you. It's hard to do shit like that, especially when it's live.
Yeah, man.
It's a pain in the ass. Let me get my vape real
Oh,
quick.
yeah, get
Jesus
some air.
Christ.
Hey, killed it, dude. That's what sounded sick. All right, somebody out here, bud. Good. Sounded good for me there.
Ah, good shit. Yeah. Dude, that's intense. It's really intense, especially when you don't have a crowd. And you're playing to a click track. Yeah.
Yeah, his snare was actually my top one. I probably would have let it.
Yeah, my snare fell like 3 times.
Every time, like, you gotta take a little break. Like, right in between the notes.
Oh, bro, that ain't nothing. I'm glad it was my snare. Normally, if like a cymbal, like I forget to tighten one, it's like, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not happening.
How come you're always the most fucked up after this?
Yeah. Anyway, I got that shower right here.
Every time you're done playing, you're always just great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, what I want to film it, right, and do a time lapse on the film, and then reverse that. So it's like we're setting up. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna be pulling the mic down and pulling the drum apart and pulling everything out of here. And then you reverse it, it's gonna look like we're just loading everything up really quick. Because we took our sweet ass time. I took my sweet ass time.
Damn, we're gonna look like professionals.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, just.
And that could be like the intro to the fucking whole video. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm down. Hold on. I'm gonna get that fucking camera and do it. That stand over here. That's a good idea. I forgot. Thanks for reminding me, Effie.
I know, just like, kind of remembered. I was like, man, it was a good idea.
Yeah, no. You're right. Get out of everyone's way.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Bye.
Just like the night on your skin, I know the pain of the skin. All that you said wasn't true.
Never take your life.
I never don't know what the fuck to do. Just do. Where's the fucking What? Me.
Fuck yeah.
Check, check. Check, checkity, check, check, check. Hey there. Hey there. It's 45 past the hour, and traffic is a nightmare. I'm trying to talk like Cheech. Fucking, you know, like, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. It's like, come on, man. It's like, man, dude. Man, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Alright, can you hear me good from like right here? Yeah, can you hear me good right here? Is this the shared mic? Yeah, can you hear me here? Yeah. Alright. I don't have to lean forward or nothing. Alright, sounds good. On this one, this is 3. I'm moving over here to 4. How about over here? Number 4? Yeah. Yeah, this is between these two chairs. It should work perfectly. Welcome to my ASMR video. Today I'll be crunching on somebody else's pretzels.
I think we're good. Hey, Cheech, do me a favor. Keep on talking in that mic. I need to see if the audio is good on your laptop. You all right? What do you want me to talk about? I like talking this way, but sometimes I swing over and then come over here. I come real close to the microphone. I come real close to the microphone, and I accentuate. What about now? What about now? This is really awkward because I got nothing. I woke up this morning and Alan called me at 8 for some stupid fucking reason. Word, we're recording today. He's like, yeah, it's the first Sunday of the year. I'm like, fuck. And then
we got fucked up.
huh?
And then we got fucked up.
Yeah.
Microphone shit. Oh shit. I was too close, sorry. Yeah, podcast check, microphone check.
Where's my voice, Epi?
Check. Whole lot of gang shit right here. Check out our mixtape coming out.
Whole lot of gay shit.
There's rolled golds on the table if anybody wants. Oh yeah, dude. Be sure to jam it, guys.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be dope.
Well.
I think you might check those for batteries. These all got batteries, so it should be good on that if everybody's got headphones. You can share these, right? One box can hold 2 headphones. Pretty sure. Share mic with me, man.
I'm probably gonna use this little one. You can either share mine or that one right there. Yeah. Microphone check. Yeah, we got a mixtape coming out.
Do you want to be by Matt?
Whole lot of squad shit, gang shit. We're always strapped with a 9, so watch out.
You have to get right up on it.
If you get
this one, we have this one set up to where it can be like this.
shit,
Oh, you're gonna use that black chair? Okay.
probably.
All right, that's
I'm
perfect.
short.
Yeah, that'll work. Nah, we were just trying to make
That's
sure
what I was
everybody fit in here.
Cause I'm short, you know.
Yeah, this one.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, this one should be able to pick up.
Really?
Yeah. You
Word.
should be good too.
I'll
And
get
then if
mine
you have
close.
your headphones on, you'll be able to hear
What
yourself too.
headphones?
So if you need to move forward,
Headphones?
yeah, 2 guys will plug into this, and then 2 guys will plug into this
Oh,
one.
cool.
You don't have to have your headphones. We found out a lot of people don't.
Yeah, it'll sounds good, and then I'll have headphones. He'll have headphones. So if we can't hear one of you, we'll let you know.
These fucking
Okay.
boxes
You know what I
up
mean?
with this signal too. I'll tell him to make that.
And then this one too. I think you just talk into like those letters. Yeah, that's where the mic picks up best, but it should be good right here.
Gotcha.
On the test, it sounded pretty good.
There's the antenna. I got plugged into it.
Hey, there's 2 wires back there too.
2 what?
Wires.
Oh yeah, y'all thirsty?
Shit, I'll take a water.
My secret stash.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you hear it? Check 1 2 check. Check 1 2 check. I can't. Hello. Check 1 2 check.
Alright, we'll start. You can hear the end of your last song.
Can you hear me in this? How close do I need to get to this?
That should be fine. I'll turn it up if I have to.
Alright,
I just
for
don't,
sure.
I just don't want you to get like super close because I want you to relax.
Relax, yeah.
Just normal
Okay.
talk.
So, unless it's a specific question, the order is here, 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 here. Y'all go with that, or y'all want to go
Wait,
down?
what?
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't
Speaking
really
more.
matter. Like whenever we share, I'll just be like, be like, we'll just go down the row or whatever, whatever way.
So from here this way.
we'd like
I was
to-
gonna
Hey.
say you.
Alex.
Hey, Alan, talk to your mic.
Yo.
What up? I'm talking in the
Yeah.
mic.
Oh, Alex. Oh, Alan. Yeah.
Alan.
Yes. Who that there? Hey, let me put my headphones on so I can hear myself.
We got some
Save that
more
shit.
headphones over there.
All right, everyone harmonize.
Hello.
Harmonize C sharp.
Yeah,
right.
Use that note.
Hello. Yo. Can't hear me, Epi.
I can't hear me.
I can hear y'all. Hold up.
Can you hear me?
Does.
Yeah, me. Hell yeah. Where Cheech went?
How about there?
How about now? I still can't hear me. How about now? Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
check.
Can you hear me?
This mic probably
Microphone
needs
check.
to come up.
Can y'all hear me?
No, it's pretty
Can
good.
everyone good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Check.
Yeah. Here, take this headphone. Or just listen real quick. Just talk. Put that in. Just talk for a second. Just take it out.
What's
I don't know if Cheech has his own headphones, but there might be extra ones.
Yo, check.
He always does, remember?
Yeah. Check. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good from here.
Pretty cool.
I don't need to
Split this.
get too close or anything.
Should we check in?
Yeah, go ahead. Just talk normal.
Yeah.
Like you would.
Check. I can hear myself.
Yep.
I'm talking in the microphone. I think I
Check,
can hear
check,
myself.
check.
Yeah, and you can scoot up, you can adjust it, whatever you need to
Alright,
do.
cool.
Hey,
It
Chris,
usually just helps
Alright.
so if that MXL is facing you
Mike,
in between you, bro.
Mike 3. Do Mike 3 real quick.
What up?
What's up? What'd you say, Epi?
Mike 3.
Mike 3. 1, 2. That's
Yeah,
that's
this one.
yours.
Number 3, right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Check. Mic check 1 2.
All right, 4.
Yeah.
Then that's this one. You want to check this one more time?
Check 1 2. Check 3 4.
Check.
Check 1. Testes. 1 2 3 4. Check. Can you hear me?
That sounds way better.
Sounds real good.
Is this gonna be a video podcast too?
Yeah, he'll have it on YouTube. What he'll also do too is he'll mix the songs in with our conversation. So there'll be one in the beginning, middle, and then end,
Yeah, he was saying.
and it'll sound a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was telling earlier, our only rule on here is we just don't shit on anybody that's not here. You know what I mean? And we try not to get our friends in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't say anything
Other than that,
incriminating.
talk about whatever. But no, I mean,
That might be
I'm pretty
pretty
good at just keeping the questions good. I'll ask you about, how
Thought
you
it
guys
was
got
fine.
together, how long you've been jamming, and what you jamming.
But it's yours.
It'll be cool. And we'll fucking get out of here because I'm already hungry.
Yeah, I feel you.
Shit, man.
Can you send those pictures to me, Matthew? Ones from your Instagram.
Yeah, we'll get lots of. We'll get some pictures too.
I ain't even worried about that. I was just
You're like, yeah, that's dumb.
Where's that goddamn Cheech boy?
I saw a chick on my Facebook that doesn't listen to metal wearing a Nightmare
Damn it.
Canvas shirt. Some chick that doesn't listen. I don't even
Local?
know her. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just like,
I don't know her in person or anything, but I was like, this chick does not listen to metal according to her posts and shit.
Oh man.
gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Stop it. That's so. Stop it.
I want to see if the music's too loud. Hold up, guys.
Okay. So yeah. Whoa, that sounds loud. All right. That sounds cool. That sounds cool.
All right, cool. Just making sure I don't bust y'all's ear.
Right when that song comes on.
Yeah.
Damn, I sound loud.
Squall.
Sound loud.
Yeah, for Ozzy Screw.
What the fuck is Cheech? Just yell out the door. Hey, Cheech!
What you doing, boy? Taking a shit or what?
Shit. That's not what it looks like when I poke my head out there.
Bro, yeah, I'm gonna edit that picture. No, before we leave, we need to retake that. With the front facing camera, Matthew. Before we leave, I want to retake that with the front facing camera and then edit it.
Yeah.
You want to take a picture real quick, Cheech? Or Effie?
Wow, what we'll do here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is this ready, Cheech? Yeah. Hit record or it's already. So it's already going. Dang it, Cheech. Check the audio, see if it's working.
I think so.
Do you see movement on it?
Can't have this up
I
here.
kind of want one of those new chairs.
I'll be
Got me
playing with
fucking falling back. I'm over here like, ugh.
fighting gravity.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is Off Brand Everything. I'm Alan Shiren in the studio with my boy Cheech.
What up, what up?
And it's the first episode of 2019. Hope everybody had a wonderful new year and all that good shit. And we're kicking off this year. Our first episode's gonna be with these bad motherfuckers from Auslander. What up, guys?
Yo, what up, man?
And Auslander is Matt Walters, Alexander Cox, Christian Camden, Robert Wester,
Yes, sir.
and John.
Minhas.
One more time.
Minhars.
Right on Minharas.
Unfortunately. he's not here
Inharas,
today.
right? Inharas? Sorry.
Minhas.
He couldn't be here today, but yeah, you got and he plays guitar too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So shout out to John, man. Maybe we'll catch you guys next time, man. So you played a couple jams for us from All Is Lost, Volume 1. Tell us a little bit about Volume 1.
Well, I started writing the album back when I was still in like high school, and I was jamming by myself for a little bit, and with him and his brother back when I was in middle school. So I moved to Austin when I was younger, came back, and me and this dude and his brother and John, we all got together and started jamming again, and like the songs were already written, so we were just like, fuck it, let's throw it down, put an album together. And then we picked up these guys. They were jamming with, or Alex was jamming with the band Nightmare Canvas.
Right on.
Their
Yeah,
shirts
shout
up
out
here
to
on the
them.
wall, yeah. And so he was interested in jamming with us when our drummer dipped off. It kind of put us in a bind. We were about to play a show and we needed a drummer, so he stepped up, and he had like 2 weeks to learn the set and got it
shit.
down, and we killed the show, and so he just kind of stuck. And
On top of that, this guy joined 2 days before I did, so he also only had 2 weeks to learn the set.
Right.
We had.
So did you have to come up with like all new vocals to? So like all the guitar had been written pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, they used to do the vocals. Him and John did.
Oh,
So
yeah.
They just wanted to take some of the load off and decided a frontman would be more fitting in this band.
Hell yeah.
yeah, a
So
little more
what
professional looking.
you said back in high school, but so like when did you guys like officially start jamming? Like what year was that?
Together as a band, like all four of us. Or?
Well, I mean, just when the idea of
Yeah,
Auslander.
originally,
Oh, that-
me, this guy, and his little brother Zach, we got together and was jamming in 2010.
Oh yeah.
is when we
What
first
what does
started.
Auslander mean?
It's German for alien or foreigner.
Oh, that's
We thought it
badass.
would fit because either way,
Yeah.
we got the alien on the album covers, so.
Dude, hell yeah.
And then we've got foreigner for, I mean, we're touring band, so.
Yeah. Dude, that's dope because I'd never heard that before.
Right.
Right.
Oh, it sounds fucking gnarly as hell.
Fuck yeah.
Auslander.
So you guys had been what kind of music had you played in bands before that, or is this your first
This
band?
is my first band.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I haven't been in any other projects.
He's also in Nightmare Canvas.
Right,
Yeah,
right
I
on.
just recently joined his other project, so.
Yeah, damn, so you guys be pulling double duty sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the time.
Hell yeah. So how often do you guys jam? Do you jam regularly? Like practice?
We try to get together.
Yeah.
A couple times a week.
Yeah.
The most.
Hell yeah. You got a tight jam spot or
Yeah, we jam over at the same place Nightmare Canvas jams at.
Yeah, that's
right
a
on.
Shout
a
out to
jam spot,
Aaron
man.
and his whole family for
Yeah, shout out to
sacrificing their
Aaron.
living
Yeah.
room.
Aaron Stedman, yeah, and his whole family, yeah, hell yeah, man.
Cool as shit,
Eric's
man.
real cool. He's real supportive of the show, too.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to get him back in here too.
Yeah.
Um
And we do practice a lot on our own time too. You know, we got all
Yeah.
the tracks, and
Mhm.
you know, just our own time. You know, helps when we get practice in, go over everything. So when we practice or even play a show that we can't really fit practices in,
Right.
you know, it's always on that end good to keep up with your chops, you know, and everything you're doing. So
Yeah,
we
you
do
can
that a
just-
lot as well.
So how much time would you guess if you put a percentage, like how much time do you do like tightening down, you know, like your sets versus coming up with new stuff?
It's got hours.
Well, see, that's the thing. Volume 2, like we were saying, is already written.
Really?
And
Yeah,
stuff.
when-
Yeah, like it's written. We're just in the process of recording it.
Damn.
He had
Yeah.
Volume 1 written and Volume 2 written before we
Yeah.
even tracked Volume 1.
Damn. That's
So-
what's up.
Yeah, so
Recently, we've been kind of throwing down some riffs and like putting our own ideas together because like we're a whole new band now, so
Yeah.
we're trying to.
We just
Make
want to get
something
what
that's
he wrote,
more-
you know, and then like, so stay tuned after Volume 2.
Well-
That's really going to be the.
for the last
Right.
2 years, we've been in for about 2 years. They've been jamming since 2010.
Me and Alex, yeah, drums
yeah.
and vocals.
Matthew and myself. And so that whole time, there's a song on Volume 2 called Exhibition of Eternity, and that was the first song we all wrote together. Like, it wasn't written before anything. That was all of us. And from that point,
Right, yeah.
slowly we would just jam some riffs in between our set. Our main focus was getting a lot of attention towards us and then recording. But especially since Volume 1 got hammered out, we have a lot of ideas and a pretty good set structured, ready for after Volume 2. But
Yeah.
that's future endeavors that we're getting ourselves into. But it's pretty tight. Like, I'd say right now, though, it's like maybe 20 to 30% of the time writing our new stuff and everything else is just getting Volume 2 tight at the moment, getting Volume 2 tight.
Right.
We spent a lot of time in
Show
Volume
ready.
1
Yeah.
tightening up before we step foot in, so it would be very seamless and just straightforward.
Right. How about gigs? Like what year did you start doing gigs?
I
Man?
mean, at the moment, we're not really doing anything gig wise.
Well, I mean, like back when you first.
What was your first
started.
show?
So our
Yeah.
first real concert that wasn't a talent show or just like a bar show where that no one was at and that no one else was performing was back in 2012. It was actually my 15th birthday
We
at
played at
Dos
the-
Amigos,
Damn.
and his old band was playing too, and we just kind of.
So that was like the first kind of live Auslander performance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
2012.
Is Dos Amigos
Damn.
back open, or did
Yeah.
they closed for a while, didn't they?
Yeah.
Dude, there's a
I
big
thought
ass show coming through.
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. Is As I Lay Dying playing there here pretty soon?
But it's August.
No,
Burns
it'll
they're-
be
Red.
it's
yeah,
August
it'll be
Burns Red.
August
Yeah,
Burns Red.
I told you bad information.
Ah,
I think
Yeah.
As I Lay Dying's going to Lubbock. or
August
something.
Burns
Yeah.
Red, Miss
Yeah,
May
that's true.
I.
Well, they already
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh, that show already happened.
Or,
I guess so. As I Lay
did.
Dying already played. Miss May I hasn't.
Yeah, that
That's
was
in
in
February.
I like Miss May. They're pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I actually worked for the venue. They
we were talking about.
they were getting a lot of questions
As I Lay
about
Dying. That's right.
rock shows because people would go all these country shows they were putting on. They kind of died down on the metal scene, and then
big time.
everybody started asking me and the manager. They're like, "When are they throwing the next rock show? I want to go see something a little heavier." And so now they're trying to book more like metal shows and rock shows.
That's good.
Dude, I remember being 16 years old watching Hawthorne Heights at Dos Amigos.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh man.
I'd seen Haste the Day there. Who else?
It was Lamb of God played there.
Oh yeah.
It was a long time ago. dude.
Seven Dust all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Cold Chamber all the time.
Hot Chick has a bunch of tickets.
all the time. Suicide Silence.
Either way, that's good though, man. Because man, like Hacienda kind of disappointed me. They had a couple good, like they had Megadeth.
Yeah, I was up in Megadeth.
I was excited about that, man.
I don't know, something about La Hacienda kind of just like it doesn't feel right.
Exactly. It
feels too fancy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I feel like they
extra
should be
metal
playing
show.
a whole bunch of like Mexican music.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Last show I saw there was
that.
Ghost. It was pretty tight. I think.
Yeah, I heard there was like
Hacienda-
some people were trying to protest that. What
See,
happened?
I'd like to go see a big show, like a big band, but not have to sit down.
Dude, that's why I don't like the Wagner. You have to sit down. I can't jam out like sitting down. Just like, yeah.
Really getting into this, like fighting everything, to just jump up and shit.
I gotta surf through the crowd of people and be like, oh, excuse me. Oh, my friend's up there. I gotta go through. And yeah, like the awkward like. There's people that don't want to move, and you know they don't want to move, so you kind of like.
Exactly. Everyone's kind of like scooting over.
Yeah.
No, I do want to compliment you guys on how technically tight and everything it is, man. Like,
Thank you.
Too. It sounds great. Every time I see you guys live, it sounds great. I've probably seen you like 3 times at this point.
Nice.
I was saying the first time in 2016.
Oh yeah.
And then probably at
We were still
Gabby
fresh.
Doo and Cactus House. So
Oh,
that's
nice.
3. Yeah.
Cactus
So,
House.
Oh, that was a release party.
Was that?
Yeah. Or no, was it the Sacrificial?
That was Canvas.
That was Canvas, right? Okay. But yeah,
Wow.
but
I mean,
also
there's all kinds of venues now. Like when we started this show, there was like one, and now there's all kinds.
Yeah, man.
But
Shout
we
out
were-
to Cactus House too.
Yeah, for
for
real.
sure.
Those
Big
guys
shout
are
Andy,
some of the realest.
Gus.
Yeah, we had them on
Brian.
too. They were on the show
Yeah,
before.
Yeah.
Definitely want to hit them. I want to go hit an open mic over there, man.
Dude,
That's
that's
one of my goals for this year.
What are you gonna do in open mic?
You go.
Yeah, I know everybody there's super supportive. I just got to put a couple
You
songs.
gonna do poetry?
Nah, just with my guitar.
Oh,
Get up there and
nice.
cry.
Yeah.
No, but and also too the production like value. You obviously take a lot of time and effort into presenting something that that I mean obviously you put a lot of work into.
We recorded that ourselves.
so-
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was all done in my
Like
bedroom.
some of the video production too, like photography, everything, man. I mean
Yeah.
the artwork. Yeah, it's great.
The
And then now
artwork.
that I understand the name too, it makes a little bit more sense. But I mean, art is art. But I mean, it's awesome that you guys are taking the time to do it. You know what I mean? And that's what we enjoy about having this show is all these people that are doing things at different levels. But as long as you're doing what you love and having fun, then that's what's up. But like, what kind of goals do you have like for this this new year for the band?
Who?
Like all of you guys.
Check it out.
We've actually started looking into booking our own tour. We've always been away from trying to get signed or trying to aim toward things like that the mainstream artists do. So we've gotten together, Auslander and Nightmare Canvas. We're thinking about spending a lot of 2019 aiming toward a tour this summer. So we don't have a lot of info now for it, but once we get more up to date on it, we'll start to.
I was gonna
release
say
more.
y'all should do a split, man.
End of July, beginning of August.
Y'all should do like a 6-inch split, man.
Oh yeah, on
That'd
a
be
record,
fucking
on a
sick.
vinyl. That'd be sick.
How far do y'all plan on going? Like as far as like your tour, like how far in Texas are you heading towards?
Here.
We're going out of Texas, yeah.
What do y'all plan
Here to
for?
Hollywood, to Portland, to Salt Lake,
Oh,
to
okay.
Denver, to.
Oh, so you're gonna
Albuquerque.
try to go everywhere?
Yeah, we're hitting
Well,
Pretty much
everywhere
entire
on the
Southwest.
West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast primarily.
Damn.
Whole west half of the
Just like a
US.
little circle
be about
up
3
to the
weeks.
west coast,
3
and back
weeks?
down through Colorado.
Yeah, 3 weeks to a month on the road.
Yeah, and we're looking to like our homies and Bad Boyfriend or Monster House.
Monster House and Bad
And both
Boyfriends,
of them.
which is
Yeah.
the
Which
Cactus
is
House.
yeah, dude,
Shout out to
Cactus
them.
House guys, yeah, man. They're actually looking to be on tour around that same time, and we're gonna be hoping to meet up. And we're looking to have our home show here at the Cactus House at
Yeah.
the end of that tour.
Our return show is going to be
Our
at the
return
Cactus.
show, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we're trying to have that in the works, man.
Yeah, it's dope. What do you guys think about the community, man? Like it's
It's
Here?
blown
Yeah, yeah,
up,
It's a
dude.
lot of
especially
events,
having
man.
places like the
getting
Cactus
tighter.
House
It's
and-
getting tighter every
Yeah.
day. Much more respect, you know, like venues,
support.
people support.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Dude, I mean, ask him. He used to be in Canvas back in the day, and
Yeah,
like
I mean the show.
it
turnouts
used to
have
be
been-
cutthroat, right?
Yeah, dude, it's so. I mean,
It
what's the
was.
word? Like
Competitive.
competitive. Yeah,
But
I
even
mean,
on like the same
But at the
night,
same-
you know,
now-
you'll have like punk bands and then the metalcore bands and then
yeah, it
everybody's
was a
you know
little
still
mixed genre and
still
stuff,
hanging
everyone
out
was-
or pop punk even, you know.
Yeah.
And then people are still hanging out and appreciating. Even like the open micers too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see.
I think that's a good design benefit of, you know, the Cactus House is when those
Yeah.
doors close, everybody kind of comes
Exactly.
in,
like,
man.
you
Everybody's
know,
present.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
we were
man.
saying. It
But-
used to be like terrible, but now everyone just loves and cares for each other. It's fucking
Yeah.
cool, dude.
I mean, even without big, like, you know, touring bands coming through, which there have been
Mhm.
plenty of, and you know, that's fun. Hope to see more of that, dude. I mean, it's getting to the point now where like I can't make them all, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
it's insane.
The,
I
fo-
can't- I can't
the
make
FOMO
any.
levels
It's like,
are,
what did
are
I
up
miss,
here.
bro? What's going down? Like, I know I missed something because there's something going down the other night.
Yeah, whether or not it's like a show, like a metal show or something. I mean, there's always an art exhibit going
Mhm.
on. You know.
Yeah.
I think for like 2 months, dude, there was like a show every weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think there still is a show every weekend. I just
Yeah. So
Yeah, they-
that
they
that
do
always
stuff.
like, you know, shake my head when people are like that. There's nothing to do.
Right.
There's plenty of like shit to do and like people to support.
Right, yeah, and like
So-
they just like not only like set up shows as a venue, but they even just open their doors to people that want to play a show. Like homies from Snaps for Sinners from Cali,
California.
right? Yeah, they were just like on their tour and like, you know, they're playing live music on the street,
Yeah.
got kicked off, and like they got in contact with Cactus House, and that night was sick. You know, like
They
it
just
was, it was
doing it.
just supposed to be a little
Last minute show,
little
bro.
get together, you know, of them jamming. Like people showed up, you know, and they're looking to come back at Cactus House.
They already have it
Yeah.
booked.
Yeah, they already have it. But I forgot
It's
what
at the end of
date.
January,
But see,
26th.
I'm just so impressed too at how many different styles and genres are represented too.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you have like Texicano folk rock punk.
Yeah, I
and,
like how they're not.
Everybody's
you know
come
what I
out of the
mean?
water.
Yeah. And they're all supportive too. Politely menacing too. I want to get all these
Fuck
guys
yeah.
back in.
Yeah.
Shout out to
man.
those dudes.
oh, they got a new bass player, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pollos Fritos.
Oil
I mean,
Sprinkles.
dude, there's so many like on this last season that we did or this last year, we had 30. I think it was 34, 35 episodes, man. But we did like a kind of thank you post at the end of the year. I tagged at least over 100 people, man. It was crazy.
Nice.
And so I was thinking like, man, and we're just barely scratching the surface now. You know, there's so many different people. Like I said, I want to talk to like comic book artists.
Hell
and,
yeah.
Nice.
You know,
We
what
have
I mean?
those
Other
around here?
peop- Yeah. There's one guy I'm trying to get in touch with. He's the author and like animator of Trouble's Back.
Oh damn.
Yeah, want to get him in here. Want to get, you know, there's movie directors. There's all
Dude,
kinds of
sick, yeah.
people around here. We've had athletes, artists, you know. So
Professional wrestlers.
like I said, man, there's a lot of culture around here, despite what people might think, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but so
Just gotta
I feel
dig
like
for it a little bit.
I feel like Midland Odessa's diversity is like growing more and more every like month,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
all
I
like
can
you
see
can
that.
almost see it like if you actually look for it. And
Yeah.
I think part of it is that people weren't really looking for something to do, and now that everybody's kind of looking for something to do, they're finding it here and there, and venues
Yeah,
are
yeah.
opening up. There's
Makes a
shows to
lot
go
of sense.
to. There's stuff to go to in your free time.
right.
No art shows.
Mhm. Give it like 5 years, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be thriving. Like it already is. It's blooming. Like
Yeah, of course, with
at
all
an
the people that
insane
come
level.
through here, too.
Yeah,
So it's-
population growth and people are getting interested in more things, being more open-minded nowadays.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
our
for sure.
I think our population's higher than Green Bay, Wisconsin now.
Really?
Yeah, with the inflation, because there's only like 100,000 people over there. I think we're like at 150, 160 now.
Yeah.
Like easy.
So how long have you been playing guitar?
Since 2009, I think.
Really? How old were you when you first got?
12, I believe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
what's up.
21, right?
Yes.
How about you, Chris?
Man, you know, I was born and raised in the music scene. Really, my dad, Mike Camden, he's been in the music scene, been playing in bands all his life, and he taught guitar at Intune Music.
Oh, really?
In Odessa for like 20 something years. Man.
Still does.
Yeah,
That's
still
cool.
does.
Our one of our friends, Kyle Kalinak, does the same thing too. He's been on the show.
Yeah, he's one of the sales reps over there. He's a real cool dude.
Hell yeah,
He's
dude,
a real
bring
goofy
his
guy.
dad
He's
over
cool.
here sometime.
Yeah.
Mike
Hell
Fingers
yeah.
Camden, hell yeah, dude.
Damn, that's what's up.
Him, yeah. And, no, he put a guitar in my hand when I was, pretty much a toddler, you know.
Damn, so you play guitar and bass and.
Yeah, I played guitar for like a year or two, and I picked up a bass and it just really caught my ear. I really enjoyed it, and I just started playing.
So you've had a long history of inspiration and stuff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, pretty much ever since I could use my motor skills, I tried to play the guitar.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. Hell yeah, and you have a family that's supportive as well.
Yeah, of course. And my dad, he's being a music teacher. He knows all the theory and everything I needed to know. He pretty much taught me everything. So, real thankful for him. If it wasn't for him, a lot of us wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, like I grew up kind of in a bad home, and his house was pretty much where I'd go, and his dad was always trying to get me to play because he saw that I was inspired by the guitar anyway, and so he's always pushing me to do something new or to try this or try that, and he would show me techniques while I was sitting there. And like for a while I didn't have an instrument. I was just playing on his just to jam some stuff with his son, and we just started kicking things off that way.
That's
John too, right? Yeah, John's.
You said your brother plays too? Or?
Yeah, he was the original drummer.
Mm-hmm.
And,
shout out to Zach.
Yeah, Zach Camden. That's my little brother. He was the original drummer before I really started playing with them. They kind of jammed for a little while, and I had my own house and doing my own thing, and I moved back home and joined the band, and it's just been kicking ever since.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
How about you, Alex?
Instruments. I was 12 when I started playing the cello in orchestra. That was pretty cool. I had a knack for that, and then I went to Ector.
Which one's the cello? My bad.
The cello's like a violin, or is that the big one?
It's the one you sit down. It's not the bass.
It's not the huge one, but it's
it's the big violin.
Oh, okay. You still.
It's the one with the race car seat.
There's a violin. There's a medium violin, which is the viola.
Yeah.
And then it's the cello, and then it's the bass.
Yep. And then I moved to Ector, and instead of going through orchestra, I pursued classical guitar. By 8th grade, I was in the honors class, and then I just had some personal differences with my teacher and decided to put the guitar down, which was really a mistake, but at the same time, like, the urge to play and to create got the better of me, and I fucking saved up and bought a drum set at 15, put it in my garage.
What kind of motivated you to do that?
I was itching to play,
something?
And I just didn't want to play the guitar because I had held it in spite of that guy with our difference, and I shouldn't have let that happen. But I was a hot-headed kid.
Do you still play guitar now?
Yeah, now I do. Like, we record in our house. We moved everything from my room where Volume 1 was recorded to a separate room, and we have a studio now. And I'll jam my guitar. I have a 7-string at the house. After that summer, right when I started 9th grade, I bought a drum set, was jamming for 2 weeks, and a group hit me up that I'd been in guitar with. We started playing shows. After about a year, I had left, joined Canvas, and that very first show we played, or that was our second show with that band, I'd met him and seen All Slender play, and that was a trip. And then it's really wild because come 2016, I'm in the band. It was just a really wild flashback. But I've been playing drums for 7 years. Huh?
I was like, and vice versa, right?
Oh,
yeah.
With Canvas.
Even on our spectrum.
Yeah, and
too,
with Canvas too. Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy how it worked out.
He's been there the whole time watching that thing grow.
That's dope.
And then just stepped up to the plate. But about 7 years on the drums. It'll be 8 next October, so we got a ways until it's 8 years.
Hell yeah. How about you, Matt?
Ooh, vocals and just music in general. I don't know, man. I was just in high school. I always liked heavy music when I was young. Before I moved here. I grew up in Fort Stockton a little bit, and I just always liked heavy music.
Yeah.
The first song I ever screamed was like "Wait and Bleed" by Slipknot in like
Yeah.
a car,
Hell
and
yeah.
I don't know, it's like music like found me too, and like we you know found each other, I guess. But I don't know, it was probably like senior maybe.
Nah, you were
Senior-
younger.
No, sophomore.
Yeah, nah, sophomore at least.
Yeah, that's when I started like jamming, just screaming and like wanting to do music, wanting to create music, just something like that.
Be a
And-
part of that process,
yeah,
right?
and vocals, I don't know, just the emotion, getting like write my lyrics and just my body is my instrument.
Right,
shit,
right, exactly.
like yeah, man, I don't know, just picked up vocals, just started screaming and like way back in the day, this band, X band like Endeavor that I was in, that's the first band I ever did vocals in.
Oh, hell yeah.
They picked me up for a little bit, that was my first band ever. Messed around with it. Met Robert too. What show was that?
January 15th, 2015. We
Damn,
played.
you got that recall.
Yeah,
there,
we
man.
played with
Yeah.
their band. It was a local showcase.
Yeah, and I was in Endeavor. He obviously was in Auslander with them and shit, and like we played our set, they played their set. Like
Yeah.
it was all sick. And anyways, stuff happened. I left Auslander and. Come to happen, Robert hit me up. He was like, "Yo, would you be down to do vocals?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, for sure." And like before all this, within all that, Alex had been in Nightmare Canvas, and me and Alex went to high school together. We were fucking best friends in high school, so I always kicked it. And I was always at Nightmare Canvas's pad, just watching them jam before I was even doing music. And
He
me and
drags me
Alex-
to the first
yeah,
Aussie jam.
Yeah, like Alex, he's just, we always kicked it like we were best friends. Like we would always jam, always listen to the same music. And we always thought like he was a drummer, I was a vocalist. I was like, man, we should jam one day. And like
His family too. They were
they're
"Get
like, y'all need
together."
to jam one day, this and that. I'm like, yeah, man, we should really think about it. And Robert, I joined Auslander, and like literally right after that, Zach had left, and I'm like, hey, Alex, guess what? Fucking Auslander's looking for a drummer, dude. Let's jam. And ever since then, we've
There it is.
been in it, man.
That's dope, man. What
Just
kind
making
of
what Auslander is
We've
today
all been
without-
involved
Yeah.
beforehand. It's crazy.
What kind of process do you do, like when you're coming up with lyrics? Do you like have some and you try them out to the music, or do you go let the music inspire you?
I like to have the music first off. I mean, unless I'm just like traveling, or I'm just like I think of lyrics, like I'll write them down. Maybe I can use this. But if it's like song wise, like I like to have the music first, because riffs, the way the song is broken down, the drums, everything, the whole music, how it sounds, really ties into what my lyrics and what I want said, what emotion I want to give out, what
Right.
message. So music really helps with lyrics in that and like, so it's really just depends on the process, like,
Or what?
yeah,
where you're at
and as
and
far
which
as
song,
thinking about
yeah.
what I'm writing, I don't know, man, I just like the music that I've listened to growing up, I don't know, I want to impact people's lives like music impacted me,
Yeah.
and just talk about real stuff, I don't know, life stuff.
Do you guys ever have like songs that you put on the back burner or something, or you forget about?
Oh, yeah, dude.
come
I've
back
got
to
about
it?
a million and one riffs that I just have in my head.
Start mixing and matching. and
Yeah.
seeing
Dude,
how
like
they
I
fit.
said, for the next thing after Volume 2, we've already got shit just ready.
Yeah.
like,
At least 5 songs worth of material.
Damn.
And about 100 more riffs.
That's what's up.
Bro, hey, tell him about the Enterprise show, the song that we played that we don't even remember.
Oh, we have one song. What was it called?
It was
Dolores
Delorum.
Imperium.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
It's
we.
like
I remember
Imperial
some of
Death.
it, but nobody we don't remember
like I
this
kept-
song because we played it once for one show.
practice the
that we-
fuck out of it right before the
Yeah,
show.
we practiced it like every day.
Y'all were all
for-
playing different
Yeah,
songs.
and it was a heavy ass song. It was who was on that bill?
There's Enterprise, Rings of Saturn.
Yeah,
it was
Rings
a
of
big
Saturn,
show.
Enterprise,
And-
Earth, and Winds of
Winds of
Play.
Yeah,
Play.
in
Yeah.
Lubbock,
That's
Texas,
right.
and like,
Yeah.
dude, we go on, we smash out that song. We fucking good too.
Some
like,
of the
sounded
heaviest
good.
stuff we had written.
Yeah,
too.
and then like ever since then, nothing. Like
We don't remember it.
it. We,
Like,
It's
if,
lost to.
if we
Yeah.
jammed it, we probably would. but-
Yeah.
it's out.
like-
It's out there in the ether.
we still know how it
Yeah.
sounds. Like, if we heard the riffs and somebody was playing, we'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
But like, we can't sit down and be like, hey, we're gonna practice this song right now.
It was just the lineup. We're like,
Hey,
hey,
let's
we
play
need a
that
heavy
one.
hitter.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can do it.
It's gone.
Hell yeah, that's funny.
It'll be back. That's like how all ideas are, I think, man. I think they kind of just float by, man. I think it's unfortunate when people try to like claim ideas as, because really there's nothing really original
Nah,
under the
dude.
sun.
Everything's been
Everything's
played.
inspired by something else, which was inspired by something else,
Yeah.
Everything's been said in some form or fashion.
You just put your little touch on it, you know.
Yeah,
Make it
exactly.
your own, like.
Yeah, like doing covers and stuff like that, man. I can respect a good cover.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a good
Oh
cover.
yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
So so you guys sell merch and stuff like that too?
Oh,
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
good.
we got matching album art merch, shirts. We're gonna be.
You got this up at Endless?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Endless
shout out to
Horizons.
Sam at Endless
Yeah,
too.
Sam Logan,
course.
all the guys at
Yeah.
Endless Horizons.
I always see his pictures on Instagram. And he's like got like new like albums out, and I'm like, damn, I want to go, but I don't want to drive to Odessa to go.
Yeah. Well, if I'm gonna buy something, I'll buy it from him. You know, physical music.
Yeah.
You know, as well. But yeah, it's always good to support artists at the shows
Should
as
be
well too.
having beanies soon, and we're looking at getting some hoodies made in the future. But we're about to come up.
I'm
on
a
the end of
beanie
it.
guy. I'm gonna need
Hell
one
yeah.
of those.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're looking to. I don't know, just like I said, I don't know. Our plan for 2019 just big moves, man, bigger moves. We're gonna be hopefully getting, working with some clothing companies.
Oh, yeah.
One out of Lubbock, Oblivion Threads.
Shout out.
Shout out to
Nice.
Chris Love and homie out of Kerrville from Deceive the King. Cold War.
Cold
See,
War
that's what's so-
apparel.
Yeah, we're gonna be Cold War apparel.
We're
I
working
don't-
on some endorsements through them.
Yeah.
Dude, see, this
that,
is
you
the
know,
golden
just-
age of DIY, man. Really, and
Yeah,
so that's what
that's
I'm saying. It's always good to see people that can realize that and are taking advantage of that. You know,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you're doing.
And you
You
said
know-
you said you're on all streaming services. Like,
Mhm.
tell me the process of like going through and getting all your music out on those different like platforms, because I know it's a lot to do.
Yeah,
It
I
can
mean-
be if you want to do it like individually. We just use the same people who made our CDs. They offered a distribution service and gave us all of our codes, our QR and IRSC codes. We purchased those and gave them like a week in advance, and they launched it. It wasn't
Oh,
any
wow.
problem.
Yeah.
The only thing we didn't have them do was upload to a YouTube, so we could do that ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
After that, it's on everything. Like now, it's on Rhapsody. It's on stuff you've never
like
heard
shit in
of.
Japan, so
Like-
all there.
Rhapsody?
That's
I've
dope.
heard of Rhapsody.
Well, yeah, I've heard of that, but
Zoo
like,
and, like,
there's
weird
some
shit,
platforms
like-
I've never heard of.
I don't know.
So yeah, you make your own music, right?
No, dude, they just fucking play other people's shit.
Right now, there's a whole thing going on with YouTube, and what they're doing is there's a company. It's like I forget, it's some major music company. And what they're doing is they're copyright striking people's original music, and they're taking the royalties from them. And to
Oh,
get that
yeah,
stuff
I-
back,
I heard
you'd
about
have to sue. You'd have to sue that company. And
You don't
people-
have YouTube money.
but they file like this is our music, this is our original stuff, but it's up to that company, not YouTube, to determine if they get their stuff back.
Wow.
It really helps when you upload all that stuff to the distribution company we used. At least it
Because they got lawyers.
we trademarked our stuff
Yeah.
right off the rip and copyright the songs, like, because you can trademark a name, but you can't trademark music. You can only copyright it, and because of that, like, I mean, you go to our Spotify, it says all of our names right there. So
Right.
if someone wants to take it, like, go ahead and try, man. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. You just gotta cover your ass when it comes to that. And even if you just get a $60 recording program and you bounce everything out properly, it will have a copyright in there that it implements. You can't use it to sue somebody if they're playing your music, but you can issue a cease and desist with it. Like,
Right.
the court will recognize it as like, you played this on this date, this is yours, not theirs. But you
Right.
can't until you file with the government for a copyright. You can't sue somebody else. for
That
it.
that DCMA or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
I
They're
hope-
claiming
yeah.
other people's stuff,
Yeah,
and just
no,
taking
it-
advantage of the
it's
system.
it's a real big thing, and YouTube hasn't said anything about it.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a
That's
couple of
cold.
months. There's actually a guy who's been real vocal about it. He made his own song. It's all original music, and they striked it as theirs. And now, like, that's where it's getting most of the traction right now. It's becoming like a big thing on YouTube, and everybody's starting to call this company out on their bullshit.
They need it.
What is it, like Sony Music or Viacom?
Dude,
or
I
some
forget
shit?
what it is. If I heard the name, I'd tell you. But
Fuck them.
Well, there was another thing we looked into.
it's Universal Music something.
Yeah. When we uploaded our music, we were aware that when you upload music to multiple sites at the same time using one site, that
Like one distributor or
yeah,
aggregator?
one distributor, they you can check off like all these different sites.
Yeah.
We made sure to exclude YouTube because we were aware that they would make pretty much a copy stream video of your songs
Yeah.
and throw it on YouTube, and therefore you would lose views because people would be watching those videos.
Yeah,
instead of
like
your own stream videos.
highlights of it or
Yeah,
No,
because
they did that to
breakdowns of-
Canvas.
because we wanted to get stream videos on YouTube of our music, so we didn't want two different stream videos to be separating our
Right.
views.
Right.
Right,
It
right.
divides the views up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because some people are clicking on this one, and then they're clicking on the original one,
Yeah.
which is yours, and then it just throws it all out of whack.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, all in all, like if it sounds like that you want to steal our music, I mean,
Well, think about it now,
Fuck.
man. Now it's
More
like
of
that.
a- it's
Think
like
about
fuck
how
you to you.
desperate like the music industry is to be doing shit like
yeah,
that, man.
that makes a lot of sense.
It's because it's like you said, it's
Greedy
the age of
fucking-
DIY, man. Everyone's doing it themselves. They're like, oh shit.
There's no
Yeah.
longer the
Fucking
gatekeepers
take that,
anymore,
yeah.
man. There's no record execs. There's no fucking A&Rs.
Yeah, like
there's no-
people are realizing they can tour on their own, that they could,
Yeah.
you know, promote themselves on their own.
Print
they can do
merch
this stuff
and put
as long
out
as
quality.
You, yeah, as long as you know what you're doing, like you can
without
do this
sucking
stuff
no
without-
industry dick.
Yeah.
God damn it, that pisses me off.
Yeah,
The more I think about it, man.
That
Dude.
industry dick's a big dick too. Yeah.
God damn.
Nobody
lot
wants
to
to suck a
handle.
big dick.
It's gonna dislocate your jaw, man.
Oh,
Like,
God. They ain't nice about it either. Like that, they grab
No.
your,
No,
they grab your head.
Even like streaming, man. Like what they
Oh,
pay for
bro,
streams
don't
is
even
bullshit.
talk about
like
it.
fractions of a penny,
Yeah.
Bro,
like per stream.
all right, so like you gotta have
It's like-
250,000 streams to make $7.25
God damn,
Yeah.
dude.
$250,000 streams to make $7.
to make a 1 hour of minimum wage.
And then divide that up by 5 people.
Yeah.
Minimum wage 10 years.
Jesus Christ. So where, and I'm guessing then, so like the real money's got to be in touring and merch.
All of it.
Yeah, pretty
And-
much.
and then-
I mean,
Even
don't
then,
get me wrong.
you-
Streaming has its place because
Right, right.
everyone does it.
Exposure.
So, exactly.
Yeah,
You gotta get.
Yeah, but-
you gotta give in to the stream.
The
'cause-
thing with streaming, like you've got to have music that's good enough. It doesn't like quality is a huge
Yeah.
thing, but like as long as
Genre
your music
dependent.
is something that people can remember and something that people, you know, are gonna listen to, you know, over and over instead of just one time
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
forget
yeah.
about it, like
Mhm.
then, you know, that'll work. But a lot of like being in a band would be merch and touring and
Yeah,
stuff
putting
like
in
that.
theirs till the hustle.
Fucking grind.
breaking
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
algorithms so you can reach the right people, so the right
Search
people see
engine
your stuff.
optimization, all that shit. Yeah.
So buy them goddamn shirts.
Yeah,
Being
Damn
stingy.
straight.
man.
Damn.
Support your local
Sorry.
artists. Every concert you go to, try to buy something, man. Hell yeah. I try to, man. I love merch.
Shit,
I
we're gonna
love
start
wearing
selling
other bands' merch.
koozies too, just so
Yeah.
if you only have like $4.
Right. And you're probably drinking.
Hell yeah.
At the show.
Yeah.
So, damn, man. So, is there anything else that you like to do outside of music?
Man, a lot of this, since the album's launched, since before it's launched, we've just
You also said graphic designer earlier, too. as
yeah,
well.
like video editing. Him and I work
Yeah.
on a lot of it. We're all integrating. We're forming
I'm more
a
like,
company.
try to market better. Yeah.
Where we're just gonna be able to offer all that, like the recording services. It helps being able to record a band you're in, but I want to move to that point to where we're able to just pull anybody in because there's a couple people around here. Shout out to Thomas Weathers at Virulent Audio. He mixed and mastered this thing. He's
Yeah,
one of the
shout out
only
to
people around here I know that can fully take you in. And then Perfect Wave Studios, there's only like 2 places around here you can go and record at. There's a couple more people that can like mix your music down, but there's a shitload of thriving musicians right now, and we really just need more
Yeah, man.
homes for people to be able to get their stuff
Like
out
you
there.
said, there's a lot
And
of
like you
talent.
said, quality, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know, it just needs to get to that point to where if you're doing it on your own, like you totally can, but a lot of people, you get excited. You're like, I got this recorded. You want to throw it out there. So if you don't have the patience or the knowledge to do that, that's just what we're trying to provide. And also on top of that, like videos, graphic design, like making logos, taking pictures, stuff like that. We're trying to branch out. I mean, that's long term, but we do a lot of that in our free time. We've been building that. Video games, of course, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
we all used
chilling.
to skate. Like we all used to go to
All
the
of
park
us.
every day.
Yeah, I used to skate a lot.
That was actually how we hung out a
I
lot.
like
I
video
do.
games, man. I play video games sometimes. Xbox
Yeah.
One,
Hell yeah.
Narcos, 0-0, shit.
This dude doesn't play any video games.
What's that? Oh, I play a shitload of video games. You don't play Xbox though. You play on PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm a PlayStation.
And you ain't got no friends on PlayStation.
I don't have no friends.
Yeah.
So.
I don't understand. I'm like getting Xbox.
I do have friends.
I'm like getting Xbox, and he's like,
I do have friends.
I got a PlayStation.
I play.
Like, motherfucker, ain't nobody playing
They just
PlayStation.
refuse. They just don't understand.
Yeah, man. I'm going to fucking trade it in and get a Switch anyways, man. I'm tired of it.
Worth it, dude.
I want to play Smash, bro.
Bro, I've been playing the
gonna
fuck out of that
You ain't
game.
gonna trade it in.
No,
You're just
I'm
gonna
not.
go buy
I'm
a
just gonna go
Switch.
run up my credit.
Switch, yeah.
for,
It's worth it.
for Nintendo, it's worth it, man.
I don't know. I got a 1X around on my credit on that, and I'm paying that off right now. It was worth it though. It looks a whole lot better.
They do.
Like I've noticed, games run better on the 1X versus like because I had a launch edition Xbox, and it's it went through the ringer and it kind of fried out on me. It was like it was making a weird smell.
Really, man, my PlayStation smells fine.
Yeah, it was making a weird smell. But see, see, my Xbox went through more than most people's Xboxes will go through in like 100 years. Because I was taking it to work with me out in the when I was a security guard for the oil field. So I was taking it out there in like a game case and opening it up, and it was collecting dust and getting like knocked around in there and just beat up. And for like a year straight, I was just taking it out every day. And if you look at it, like the smooth plastic part is rough as hell. It's like sanded down.
So Auslander, like foreigner on like an alien land, right? Or like
alien.
Foreigner or alien in German.
So are aliens real? You believe, or what do you think about aliens?
Are we alone?
Probably. I mean,
I don't think we're
probably
alone,
will.
man.
Man, we're not alone.
No.
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 Big universe, right?
Yeah. Intelligence, consciousness, energy. That's what we are, man.
You're connected to everybody.
You think we're quarantined off by everybody else?
That's what I was about to ask.
That would be tight. That'd make a lot of sense.
Like maybe we are.
They're like, no, don't mess with those guys. Look at all that trash they got in space.
Yeah. Like we're just a little petri dish, the alien ant farm.
No, not even that. They just like have like a big spear around us. They're like,
We're
all right,
like a
right
petting
here, y'all
zoo.
stay there and leave us the fuck alone.
Our rockets just go.
They seen Elon Musk's car coming through and they're like, oh fuck no.
So, but I also see a lot of times like where they're always talking about like disclosure or whatever. That like it's kind of coming around that the government studies and researches this phenomena and has been for years and shit like that. But like how far? I don't know. What all does that entail though? So maybe it's like, yeah, we know they're there, but we don't know what they are. You know, who knows?
You think they tell us?
I don't know. Probably not.
Hell
man.
no.
They're probably
The masses would trip.
Do you think we'd understand if they told us?
Probably not.
It's probably best that they don't tell us,
Some
right?
of us probably wouldn't.
No.
Because I bet because if we knew, there'd be people fucking like lined up at Area 51, like ready to get fucking plowed down by machine guns or laser beams.
There's a lot of people that know insides of that. You know, like ex veterans. You know, that worked in Area 51 or Army soldiers.
Yeah, or Bob Lazar.
Just like anything like that. Yeah, man. Like and like they spill stories.
Old Air Force generals.
Well, what also, as I was saying that, like people getting machine gunned down, that's not even true either because they have like that LRAD technology too, which they can use like microwaves and like direct energy to fucking just give you like just completely incapacitate.
Give you the rads.
Give you the shits.
What is it called? It's like sound and vibration. Like they can do shit with
and
that
they've
shit,
used it like in Afghanistan too. It's called like the mind of God, and they would
illegal
fucking
as
direct
hell.
it. They direct it at these like Taliban fighters and shit, playing like Islamic prophetic messages and shit, telling them to like go suicide bomb.
You don't know anything until you know about those the tungsten rods, right?
Yeah.
That shit's
Mjolnir.
Damn. Do you know that there's a fucking Tesla tower here in Texas? Like one of those, it's this company because I was watching like these YouTube conspiracy videos about it. People were like, what the fuck is this thing, you know? And then finally they came out like with a public news story, and it's here in Texas. It's I don't know, it's like outside Waco or something, but it's designed after Tesla's original like free energy or free electricity towers. You know what I mean? And so it's like off of I-35 that you can see it, but like they can do more than just like transmit wireless electricity. They can transmit, information, microwaves, radio waves, like all
crazy.
wireless.
It's all through the ground. That's how Tesla's tower.
But what's
works.
crazy is like that's like 100-year-old technology that when that guy died, man, they fucked him over. Bad.
Hard.
Oh yeah, it's saw money, man. He's
Yeah.
gonna provide free energy to the world.
Yeah,
They're
you
like,
know, big
whoa,
oil
Let,
and
let
coal.
me stop you right there.
And he was
Yeah.
gonna
Hold on.
prove. Yeah.
Well,
he-
I think there's a quote too where they asked him. I think it was like a Rockefeller or somebody like that was like, "Where do you install the meter?" And he's like, there is no meter.
yeah.
You
he
know,
was just
and
proving that you.
Not
can-
long later,
yeah.
he's fucking bankrupt and going
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm dead.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
But it's
Tragic.
coming back around too. But also that kind of shit worries me too, because you're talking about like those, like waves and stuff too. 5G's right around the corner, and like, man, nobody knows what the fuck's up with that, man.
And then you got
They
people who think the space isn't real.
Yeah. But
I literally work with the guy. He thinks space isn't real. He thinks it's all like.
But what's
made
out
up.
there?
Well, it's made up. Well, he doesn't have an answer. He's like, oh,
It's just
God,
Earth?
he thinks God's like the answer. God's the answer to everything.
It's just Earth.
And I'm just like, what do you mean? What's in the
Rad.
sky? He's all like, well, you're telling me we can just leave the sky? How come nobody's been able to do it? I'm like, God damn.
Well, I see what their arguments are with like the flat earthers and the like space deniers and
Yeah.
stuff is because their basic thing is that science is the new religion, that there's millions of people that believe shit that they themselves have never been able to prove, never been able to experience, but take it on the word of a trusted physicist
Yeah.
or a trusted astronaut. So I get what they're saying.
People
What it really
think-
comes
people
down
think
to is,
gravity isn't real.
yeah,
though.
yeah. What it really comes down to is like a fundamental denial of reality.
Yeah.
You know what I
just,
mean? That you
like-
don't trust anything that you can't like be proven right in
Yeah,
front
anybody
of you.
that believes that doesn't exist, like gravity and physical, like anything like that, like physics, all that, like it exists. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, I mean, it
Like-
might all just be a hallucination in your head. It
Yeah,
might be
it's
all
It's a simulation, baby.
Yeah.
All
See?
on one synchronized.
I mean, they're all just
hallucination,
words, so.
man.
It's all just vibrations.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But I get why they say, because people don't trust NASA. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
they're all like, all these space videos are fake. There's no
Yeah.
real fucking pictures
Yeah,
of the Earth or the
how come
moon.
they don't have a live video of the Earth? They got live video from Mars, but these bait cameras look all fucked up. I'm like, they got like a $500 billion camera on Mars.
I like what Daniel Tosh said. He's like, well, first off, I don't believe in space. He's like, you're gonna attach a camera to a Roomba, put it out in the desert, tell me it's Mars. Fuck no.
I don't know, man. It's a crazy
That's fine.
topic.
Who knows, man? I mean, I think either one of those options are scary. Is that there's probably billions of life forms out there, but so far away we'll never be in contact with, or there's things that are so far advanced than us that they create simulations in which we think we're real.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary too. But then also the possibility that, man, maybe there's nothing out there.
I mean,
I don't think it's that possible because like shit like this exists on Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in deep
Fucking
oceans.
squids, man.
Well, yeah,
Volcanic
we know
vents.
we know way more about what's in space than we do what's under the ocean.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like
some insane shit.
cuttlefish and shit
Yeah.
that can fucking camouflage and blend in. Like that's
Right.
alien
Well, just
shit.
like the octopus itself and the squid, their compound anatomy, they're
Yeah.
closest.
And then
ones.
if you take them out, they get all flat and deflated.
Yeah.
But also too, when people think of biodiversity, they think an octopus, and then you have like a dog, But that has nothing to do with the huge biodiversity in bacteria and microorganisms.
Dude, I was just about
Like
to
where
say
we all
that.
That's
started.
like
What
that-
goes on in that thing's stomach versus what goes on in your stomach,
Right,
dude? Like,
right.
Microorganisms, like even that.
that
Dude,
takes
Dude,
up the
there's
tree
shit that lives
of life.
in hot lava.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
they even have
Water
those
bears,
little-
bro.
Water
Yeah,
bears.
water bears.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy, dude.
That shit's-
like,
Shit sticks to what is it? Spaceships, dude, and we send them out there. And
yeah.
Yeah, and they
You
can
can-
exist out in space.
we've
can
already
boil them in lye.
we've already contaminated Mars with all the shit we've been sending over there.
Absolutely.
The moon's contaminated, like space is contaminated.
Whatever happened to that Tesla?
I think it's just rolling.
They never sent a shit up to space.
Yeah.
No
They're always
fucking
like
Tesla.
what trips me out is they're always sending shit into space, dude. They're
Yeah.
constantly launching rockets.
But see, what I don't get too
that's
is
kind
when,
of sketchy to me.
what I don't get though is when they talk about that Van Allen belt. You know how they talk about how there's this this belt of radiation, around the Earth that's so intense or whatever that. Well, I guess there's videos where they ask them about it and they're like, "Yeah, we're working on the technology to get past this." Then they ask this astronaut about that Van Allen belt, and he's like, "I don't know, did we go through it? I don't know."
He doesn't know.
But I mean,
They
it's
just
just-
strap him to a rocket and send
But
him
then
out there. He
also,
doesn't know
but it's
about
also
that.
true that all of the fucking
the data or whatever, the telemetry data and all of that for that mission is just gone. It's been recorded over, and it's been none of
That's
the original
sketchy.
shit is
Well,
updated.
that's just mishandling information. Back then,
Sorry.
they didn't really know how to handle it. Like how we can't build rockets anymore that can take us into space. I mean, we could if we wanted to, but right now, like all those notes that they built, like those ships that took us to the moon, that shit was all written down on a piece of paper and fucking stuffed in someone's pocket or coat pocket.
No. They had real telemetry data. So it's basically like this: if you went to a court of law and took NASA there and was like trying to get them to prove, like with the data that they had, like during those missions, that they went to the moon, they wouldn't be able to provide any evidence because it doesn't exist anymore. And what's also sketchy is, like, again, I see both sides. You know, I see why people are like, we don't go, and also like since we haven't been back, it's like, okay, we don't go back because there's nothing there. We've already learned everything. But then it's like, I also see where the conspiracy theorists are like, no, you've only gone between this year and this year, and there was a lot of corrupt government fuckery going on, Cold War era politics, shit like that going on. Like, I mean, I see why people question.
I guarantee
whether or
you,
not that
China
shit's
was like,
real.
all right, we're going, and we're kind of like, we're gonna go set up a fob on the moon.
Yeah, they just sent a fucking rover up there.
Yeah, but if they were saying
Like
they were
this
gonna,
week,
if they
like
were
last
they were
week.
gonna send up like a fob up there and like put like a base, then I guarantee the U.S.
Space Force.
The U.S. would be up there
right.
immediately.
Space
but,
Force.
but right now, there's really no point in it. That we don't have any interest.
Incentive.
Yeah, incentive. Now, if we're at war, like during the Cold War, it was the race to the moon. So we put all our budget into doing that.
No, I'd read an article recently because China put that little rover up there, how the U.S. had some concerns because I guess they kept China out of the fucking International Space Station for some reason.
They what?
They were like kept them out of it. They like restricted them from joining the ISS or whatever for some reason. So now like I don't know who is in charge, whatever. One of Trump's boys was like concerned that
he's like, I don't want no.
He's like, hold
Chinese in
on,
my
man.
space
Yeah.
station.
What if they get up on that moon and they're like, nah, we don't want you over here. Like try to restrict, cut off access.
They
from
find
the moon.
they find that bleached white flag that's been in space for fucking.
They all wipe their ass with it.
They kick that shit over and start stomping it out. They're like, you mother.
What about?
Hey, we need a new flag.
They also say the moon's hollow, like when they crashed that fucking.
Yeah, they just sent a rocket to it by accident.
That orbiter. No,
By-
it was
by
a
accident.
no. They did it on purpose. Like they were decommissioning that orbiter or whatever.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
crashed it in the moon and it made a like a bell ring.
Well, I think the first one was by accident.
Oh.
And then the second one, they're like, oh, we'll fucking send something at it, dude.
Ding.
That bitch rang for like 3 days straight.
Fucking Death Star. Man, well, shit. Anything else you want to get out there? You
Dude,
want
you
to
never
plug?
know.
Say about the music?
You never know.
Any
Keep an
shout-outs?
eye out for Volume 2. Keep an
Yeah,
eye out for
man.
us this summer, man. We got a lot of big stuff planned. We can't, like we said, shooting for a tour end of July, beginning of August. Merch will be coming out. New music.
We just dropped a fire ass promo video. Shout out to Visual Prosper.
Yeah, Daniel,
Um,
Visual Pros. That's all on our Facebook. Check us
Yeah.
out on Spotify. Every stream helps.
We're always
for
posting,
real.
We're always
Hell yeah.
posting content.
Man, dude,
Yeah,
I'm
we have a
always-
lot of fresh
How much
content.
did you say? 250,000?
250,000.
I'm gonna get you that $7.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Sorry it took so long, man.
Oh no, sorry. We took a while too. Thanks for having us, man. Great way to kick the year off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
we
for
had a
having
great
us.
time kicking
I'll
with
shake
you
your
guys,
hands,
man.
but I'm across the table.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
yeah.
guys. Auslander, All Is Lost, Volume 1.
Yes, sir.
Check it out wherever you listen to music, baby. We'll be up on there soon, too.
Yeah.
Until then, go to offbrandeverything.com.
Shout out.
We'll catch you next time.
Thanks so
Peace.
much.
Later.
Why did I sit back down?
Nice, dude. Nice session. That's it.
Oh man.
That's
happy-
easy once you get started, right?